Well, hello, Aaron. How are you doing today?
Having a great day. Yeah. How are you doing?
Excellent, thank you. We want to welcome everybody to another exciting installment of Legacy Made Clear with the one, the only, world's bestest estate planning and trust attorney, Mr. Aaron Stair from Red Cliff Legal in St. George, Utah.
That's
I
what
would
the
hit the
plat
applause.
says. It
I would
says
hit the
bestest on there. Yeah.
bestest, yes.
Yep.
I hit the applause button, but it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, yeah, the audience isn't in yet. Yeah, that's what it
Right.
is. So I know that you've had a lot of questions about from parents who are asking, "Can my children access their inheritance early?" What's the answer to that question?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I imagine most people that have children understand fairly easily that, if they're too young, then they're just not mature enough to handle certain assets or
Mhm.
most assets, even. So that's why, almost by default, when we create a trust or a will, even, we try to manage it so that uh, a child won't be able to inherit anything until they're at least 18. So that's kind of the lowest we would want to do because, at that point they're legally recognized as an adult and everything.
Yeah.
But again, and I don't have any 18-year-olds yet, but from what I'm told, even 18-year-olds aren't exactly experts at handling finances and other assets. And as a former 18-year-old, I can attest to that as well. Um, so
Yeah.
for that reason, we often encourage people to, and again, especially with trusts where it's much more flexible and you have a lot of more room to work with it as far as you put instructions and the detail you put into those instructions. But you can outline it so that it's only, maybe X amount of their share at age 21, and then another distribution at age 25, and the rest at age 30. So that's
Okay.
one way to handle that we do quite often.
That's a really good way to do it. So you kind of stair step it, and
Exactly.
as they get older, they get a little bit more of their inheritance.
Yeah.
Um, if you'd like to practice on that, I have a couple of 18-year-olds, and as long as you cut me in for a share, we could give that a go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so. It's other than that. What are some other ways to do this if they want to get their inheritance early, other than the stair step method, or just
Hmm.
cut them in to make sure that they're safe?
Yeah. So one of the other great things about a trust is that you are appointing a successor trustee. So it's basically someone, if you're not able to do it, you've appointed someone that,
Okay.
you've selected because hopefully they're responsible. They are good at managing property, assets, finances. And so you've appointed someone to be in that position to take care of the property for those children until
Okay.
they do reach that age. So that's another big part of it is just the selection of the person that will be in charge, and make sure that they are able to properly manage everything, invest it even, and hold on to things until the child is old enough where they can handle it themselves.
Okay. Could you include, like, I guess it would be a conditional stipulation. So at 18, they're going to get the stair step, the first part, unless they're married, they get married, which would then qualify to receive everything because now they're probably a little bit more of an adult. Is that
Hmm.
something that you could do?
You have to be a little bit careful about how specific and what kind of conditions you put on it.
Hmm.
There are, I don't know if they're rules, but there's precedent for maybe saying that certain conditions aren't really in the best interest of, uh, well, the community. If we're putting
Oh,
too strict of terms on things, um, and so there's a chance that that could be challenged by the child, and then just lead to more expenses, attorneys' fees, all that stuff. So the answer is yes, you can do that, but we're careful about what exactly those conditions
okay.
are, and we want to make sure that it's something that's doable and makes sense for everyone involved.
Would perhaps an acceptable condition be that they can get the rest when they graduate from college?
Yeah, yep. So education is a frequent one. We also so another way to go about it is to say, all right, the the share is going to be held in the trust, maybe not based on age, but like if the child wants to start a business,
Yeah.
then they can approach the trustee and say, hey, here's my business plan. This is what I want to do. And the trustee has some discretion to release funds for that limited purpose.
Okay.
Same idea for a down payment on a home, maybe.
Mhm.
And or like you mentioned for a wedding, if they just needed some funds
Okay.
to pay for the wedding. So
Okay.
those kinds of things are within the trustee's discretion.
That, so there's a lot of different options. And it sounds to me like the best thing to do would be to contact you for a free initial consultation. How can we do that?
Yeah, please give me a call. Phone number is 435-817-9187, and email is astringer@redclifflegal.com.
And also, you can visit his website, redclifflegal.com. And we do want to remind you guys that you can check out all of Aaron's podcasts on YouTube and all of the major podcast channels. So we encourage you to watch, listen, subscribe, and share this to all of your friends and neighbors. Aaron, thank you so much. We'll see you again next time.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Take care.